just get back on topic. We need to allow room for disliking handicapped people, and not necessarily because of the handicap, but just because of the actions.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
You are now tuning in to the Awkward Thinking Podcast.
Welcome back to the Awkward Thinking Podcast. I'm your boy Nas, aka Sticks.
What up? I'm Vince.
And we are the friends you never knew you needed. All that in the bag of chips. Regular guys with awkward lives.
Yeah.
Awkward thinkers. White people claps in the building. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Bitch, what else do they need to do?
Make sure you get in them comments and you let us know what you like about the episode. To get in there, you tell us what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you share them with everybody that you know. Tap in with your community. And you know, I'm sorry, let's redo that.
Okay. The whole intro?
No, not the whole intro.
All right.
Just
Oh, I can cut it. Just go.
make sure you get in them comments and you tell us what you liked about the episode. We need the feedback. Let us know. We need them interactions in the comment. Make sure commenting helps us get. I'm sorry.
All right, and
I'm sorry. Make sure you get in them comments and you give us some feedback. That lets us know how we doing on the episodes and how we doing on the show. Make sure you send it to your family. You share with your aunties and your uncles. You showing them our content. You showing them pages. Make sure if you following on all platforms. That's YouTube, that's Spotify, that's Apple Podcasts, and even our socials, Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you find us wherever you can.
Yes, and just like that is smooth as motherfucking butter.
Yeah.
And appreciate the people who've been coming back every single Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, and I know last week we said, once again, we have big hearts in here. We have big hearts. We appreciate, everything that, she does. Because, it comes to a time where you just got to, forgive and forget.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, we have the Zordon of the motherfucking pod here today.
What you got to say for yourself?
Yeah.
Sharice?
I don't have to explain myself.
I think this is how fake Sharice is.
Oh my God, here we go.
I know she didn't watch the last episode to know.
Because I didn't know what y'all said.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know I've been doing.
Yeah, we know. That's what we explain to the people on what you do every
Running
other.
for the
Y'all not gonna do this to me.
Well, you got to be here to defend yourself. So
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's Reese in the house.
it's good. It's good, man. How you been, man? It's getting a little too in our lives. How you been?
I've been decent. Like I said, just staying on my little gospel wave still, just a little bit.
It's beautiful.
I know that's
on,
been
gospel.
bothering you.
It's not at this point. I
It's
just let
irritating
it
the
be.
demons.
Yes, it's irritating the demons. The gospel is
That's
doing
what
what
it's
it's
going.
supposed to be doing.
That's what it's doing.
I've been just chilling. I don't know. I ain't have shit going on for real.
Yeah, same. This is one of them weeks where it's like it's a bye week in life. You know what I mean? But then I kind of think it sometimes in my life that like remember that scene in X2 where like the airport gets frozen. I don't know if it was X2 or X3.
That wasn't X2.
That was X3?
No.
What was that?
That was Wolverine Origin, not Origins.
That was Origins?
That was X-Men Wolverine.
Oh, well, that part, whatever that part, I'm waiting for that part to happen. Like somebody saying, hey, it's time. Like that's, I need to, but this has been like most of my less dramatic things has been happening. Things have been going, whatever. Anything interesting, even though we, in your life, Sharice?
I've just been busy, man.
Busy. Yeah.
Hey, my business is flourishing.
Yeah.
What's your business? Let them know again.
Shout out to Reese Graphics. On Instagram it's Reese Graphics LLC. Hit me up if you need a flyer, logo, or any graphic needs. I'm your girl.
Yeah, she's the lady that puts the ass on every flyer. It doesn't have. It can be a church flyer. It can be ass on it.
You gotta put an ass on the flyer.
Showing up
though.
for the Holy Sundays.
Okay.
Yep, showing
Come
up for the
on.
Holy Sundays.
Do y'all ever think like the people that you walk past every day that they might be murderers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
It
damn,
be
I
certain
wonder
shit I
who.
see certain people do. Like sometimes I worry that there's a murderer following me. Like when I turn the corner or some shit, I'd be like, oh my God, this motherfucker just turned with me.
Yeah.
He gonna try to kill me. And then
But
I
it might
start
be the
bracing
most
myself.
calm person in the world, and then but like a person who just like not, and you be like, this motherfucker's a murderer.
I would hate to do like my thing is like not like Scream, but kind of like Scream. It's like what's that shit called? I'm drawing blanks, bro. Like say if you do something to someone, like I bumped you.
Like I know what you did last summer.
I'm drawing a blank here. I've never seen that. Never seen it.
That's a classic.
I never seen it.
Like all the old scary movies, I've seen it before, and it's because of my sister. But I've watched all of that before. You gotta watch them. I ain't
No,
gonna
I
lie.
haven't seen it. But like literally, if I bump somebody and then it's like I made you mad or something, I spill something. Now you gotta feel like you got
and
revenge.
now you have like a vengeance.
Like
Yeah.
the Road Rage movie.
Yeah.
Now that
That nigga said, "Bitch, I got something for you."
that
and your
shit was
kid.
crazy, and that's
Yeah.
that's why I don't
But
like
you know that
real
was based on a
shit.
true story.
And that's what I'm saying. That could really happen. That's why when y'all be having road rage, I'm like, chill the fuck out, because if this motherfucker follow us,
If that motherfucker follow us, he go. Trust me, he go find something he ain't want to find.
Some hard dick.
God.
Then they screaming.
Yep.
Did you say hard dick?
This
Some
motherfucker,
hard
you
dick.
just tried to kill me. I'm gonna
Kill
do
you.
what I gotta do. I'm gonna kill them guts.
Yup. kill them fucking guts.
Please, next topic.
It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I'm wearing the pink bandana, and I feel like it is only right. And I feel this so deep in my heart. Number one, fuck cancer, because cancer does
Fuck
take
cancer.
the most beautiful essence of certain things.
I said fuck breast cancer one time,
Uh-huh.
and somebody thought I was saying like fuck people with breast cancer, and I had said it like
Damn.
loud and proud, and I was like, yeah, fuck breast cancer.
They're like,
And they was
"Excuse
like,
me?"
yo, whoa, my auntie got breast cancer. I said, whoa. I said,
I thought we all was like, fuck them. Like,
I'm
damn.
like, yeah. I'm like, I thought we said fuck them.
Remember we seeing them shirts when somebody capitalized the fuck out of that.
Well, fuck breast cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those big ass shirts. Them bitches used to be big, yeah, with that big ass.
That's when I knew. Yeah, that's when I knew
Yeah.
cancer was like a big thing. Once I seen them shirts, I was like,
Oh, they serious.
I
They
ain't
put
know
that shit
what
on
it
the shirt.
was.
You knew it was a big thing.
Yeah, because it was like fuck cancer, but I'm like, what the fuck?
You act
The
like it's like a
astrology
new-
song, the fucking the sign.
You acting like it's a new thing, a new trend.
Cancer did, 'cause, like, as a kid, certain shit you get introduced to shit at, unless you just got cancer as a kid. But you get introduced to shit crazily. You
Literally.
be like, AIDS? It just come out of nowhere.
Not an AIDS shit.
Ebola came out of
Finding out
nowhere.
about AIDS as a kid was kind of crazy.
But that shit be around. It be around. It just don't be around you.
I literally
Literally.
thought cancer only happened in movies. Like when
Are you for
when I was a fucking kid, I only thought cancer happened in movies when they was like, "Oh, you have cancer." So I'm like, "Oh shit, this happens in real life." Like that's some like Rent.
Damn.
Seeing Rent as a child,
I never seen that.
bro. I seen that shit, nigga. I performed Rent at a fucking
You was Angel.
no, bitch. I performed Rent as a fucking kid. Looking at the real movie, I'm like, what the fuck did they have us do?
Bitch, that be
I
our
gotta
life.
watch it.
Literally,
I gotta watch that shit.
literally.
I feel like as a kid, you just would not realize like this
shit
shit is
happens.
too relatable.
This shit happens. This is a premonition.
That shit was for their enjoyment.
But also, I do think I've been having this thought that titties should be replace the eagle for America. That's how I think it should.
They should be what?
They should replace the eagle. Like I feel
bald
like
eagle?
Yeah, the bald eagle. I think we should have two titties to represent America because
The symbol of
Americans
America,
love
titties.
fucking titties. Anytime you go, you're excited and you see fucking let's see a wrestler. They're showing titties. You go to a sports game,
What wrestling you was watching?
wrestling. They were showing titties.
No, they wasn't.
Yes, they was. They was
What?
flashing. They wasn't.
They didn't show it.
They was
were
flashing
flashing
titties. Jerry Springer
You gotta
was the
watch Vince
first time I
McMahon.
seen women just show titties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Jerry
believe that.
Springer definitely was like that first time.
Girls going wild. Titties.
Oh, actually, that might have been the first
I
time.
thought I was gonna be old enough to like see
Experience that, yeah.
And I thought it was like a thing where they just came through like on a bus and was like, yeah,
like baddies.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
Get to the bag.
Baddies.
But yeah, titties is good, and I like the multi-purpose titties. You
What's
know
the
what I mean? The ones
oh.
that feed you. You can lay on them, that comfort,
Yes.
and then you can do sexual things. It's like an all-in-one with titties. That's
I
why.
will say that. Y'all. I know y'all wish y'all had some titties. but
Actually, we
these-
have Sharice
Oh,
has
you know
titties.
titties.
Show your tits, Sharice. Woo! This is how people get sexual harassment in the job.
Right.
It
this,
was like,
shit, this is why
This
I'll be
nigga
coming
gonna be-
back.
This nigga's gonna be Dan Schneider in a few years.
this day was gonna be like, well, he was just saying all crazy stuff to me.
And we were talking about breast cancer at the
And
time.
he
Yeah.
said, "Show your titties." I feel so.
I just felt so violated, but I
feel
went to the
so
writer's
low.
room And I told him, I said, I'm not going to stand for it, but I need this
That's
job.
like that quiet old set where he told her.
That shit not funny. That's just serious.
Fucked up.
No,
It's so fucked up. Oh my
serious.
God.
It's fucked.
It's not
We
cool.
should.
Y'all are not serious ass people at all.
But yes, I do think that.
That mama came back looking like a Muppet.
That's all my that was really my titty take. Honestly,
Titty take.
yeah, that was my titty take. I love some
like
good
that,
titties.
titty take.
Titties do make you happy though. Like if you're in a bad mood and you just see some good looking titties, like I think the older I get, titties look better.
I think it's an infancy thing. It stems from infancy.
Yeah,
Because it's like, you know, titties, well, if you was breastfed.
I wasn't breastfed, but I still enjoy some titties. Like I don't look at my mom's titties and be like, damn, I should have ate off of those, but I didn't eat off of those.
But it's like a calming thing.
Yeah.
Titties calm people.
Yeah, it's like a home cooked meal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when you
Southern
start off
comfort.
sex, you kiss, but you go for them titties. You
Like-
nigga, you love some. Tell me you don't love no good titty when you see some titties.
You'll fall asleep quick on a titty.
I've seen you a couple times
I'm
fall
talking
asleep
about
on
the
some
best.
titties.
I'm talking about the best sleep. All right.
That
I-
is.
Titties are, they decent. I like titties.
He
Not
wanna.
they
You're
decent.
right. They're decent. They're
They
good.
decent. He said, "I like a little ass.
I like an ass.
I'm an ass man.
Shit. I like going
like when that
crazy
shit
on that
throw it back.
motherfucker. Sure got ass. That's funny
Oh my
as fuck.
God.
You want to take us to our next topic, sir?
Yeah. So, like I told you, I've been in my little gospel wave and stuff. And I was driving the other day, and I was like, low key just talking to God, and I'm like, damn, I'm saying a lot right now. I'm like, I wonder if this is too much for him to like, you know, kind of take in. And then it just made me think. I'm like, if I'm talking to God, I'm worried about how much I'm telling God. I'm like, how do the pastor do it when he be in a confessional?
My thing with a confessional, like, it's always been weird. I've always wanted to do it. But
High key.
yeah,
I want to do it, but I want to say some just bogus shit. I want to go in there and just say the randomest shit.
what I was thinking is like, what if one day somebody came in and he was fucking the pastor's wife, and that's how they let them know?
And how do you respond in that situation?
You get out that motherfucking
Yeah, he
booth
probably
and beat
get out that motherfucking whoop their
take
ass.
off that little white
said,
collar.
Let me introduce
No, he
you to
gonna have
God,
that
son.
bitch on. I ain't
Beat him
gonna
with the
lie.
Bible.
And he be like, Jerry. Beat his ass in there.
And do you think the pastor pillow talks? Like he get home?
Probably
he
would.
like-
If
wife.
I was a pastor, I'd
Yeah.
be like,
Cause
yo,
cause you gotta think that's a lot on your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta tell somebody just to ease it. Obviously, I know he's gonna tell God, but you gotta tell somebody just
somebody
to
who
get that
gonna
off your
comment.
mind and like be like, get the fuck
but you
out of
can't
here
tell.
today.
But I know the rules. You can't say anything though.
Say names?
Yeah.
No, like you can't tell like what was confessed to you.
Of
So if
course,
I
but-
confess to a murder, like I
No,
can't
you
say
can.
that. Oh, you
If
can.
it's a murder, then yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Oh, I didn't
You
know
just
that.
can't confess to like it's the other shit. Like people, I think assault and shit like that's something they hold. But if it's like murder or intent to murder, then they have to say something. It's their
Like if
duty
you
to
go in there
inform.
like I want to kill this person and I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna do it. You gotta
What if
tell
the pastor was
somebody.
like fucking texting somebody like calling 911 as if like, hey,
I would hope
I'm right
so.
And
here.
they was outside the little confessional as soon as they got out.
I'm gonna keep him stalled. Just,
Damn.
he right here.
Imagine you being a pastor and you like, you know, comforting somebody whose wife is being fucked, and then you gotta comfort the nigga who's fucking his wife.
Yeah.
Damn.
And it's like you
That's
playing
the
both
job.
sides. You messy,
Yeah.
and it's like, can you really trust your pastor at
But
that point?
you should be biased though.
You should.
You
say
shouldn't be. You
Oh.
shouldn't be biased.
It ain't. What about you just leading him to God? You being an adulterer isn't godly.
So
Yeah,
what-
I'm quite
so
sure
what-
telling it. He gonna tell them that.
What
but
would you
still
do
gotta-
in that instance? Because
I'm snitching.
you would do the right. You would tell.
Unless he's gonna give me a certain amount of money to not snitch.
That's isn't that like not
That's
embezzlement?
as
We
bad
need
as that's a
ties.
sin too.
We need ties.
Don't you do that. Don't you do
Who's gonna uphold this church?
that.
Who? Right.
You right.
We need that. I need that money.
I need that money. That is insane.
She's an ugly crier. She know how to do her
Is
shit.
she okay? She just like Annalise.
Who?
Annalise Keaton.
Viola Davis got an ugly cry.
Yeah,
That's who we're
that's
talking
who we
about.
talking
Oh
about.
shit. Listen.
God damn it!
I'm done for today. My mind is
It's so far
it's so
out.
far fucking gone.
You
But
think
imagine
about-
the shit
you think
people
about
pray
the
about though.
titties.
Like imagine if God was like, all right, y'all, this is a lot. This is a lot for me today.
Like, what if he just yelled like right now, like "Shut up"?
I be thinking that
Be like,
Your bitch ass off.
I'll be like,
I be like, sometimes I be like, what if God just like again on a speakerphone just be like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, stop it, or just
like, and
whatever.
just in a clear voice too. I'll be like, I'd probably be like,
I'd be shocked to
Oh.
see what God sound like, cause people make him like, "You my son." If he really
if he-
was on some hood niggas, hey nigga, shut the fuck up, like on some shit like that, I'd be like,
what if he
God.
sounded
What if
like,
God sound like,
get your shit together? What if
Yeah,
he
I'd
sounded
be-
like Rick Ross or something?
Yeah, you gotta get that shit together. It's for us.
why? And so again, the other day I was not praying, but I'm praying the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so like as I'm saying my prayer, I had to stop myself because I'm like, I thought about like how God is sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and they say like if you ask him for some shit, he go give it to you no matter like
Yeah.
no matter how you thought you wanted it or whatever. And so like I'm like, God, like I'm asking for space and shit, and I'm like, what if this nigga send me somewhere I don't need to
Okay,
be,
he like,
I don't
alright.
need to be, or what
You
if
want
he
space?
what if he put me in a hospital or some shit and be like, there you go, or like just
Somebody
something
kidnap
crazy.
you and you go far away.
It's not is God a genie, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's like what's up with that wish thing, like the little
I think I look at it always like you got to be specific.
You
have to.
because
I say that
when
all
you
the time.
ask for like, oh, I need to remove these people, all right,
Who?
but who I like these people right now, but if
Mm-hmm.
you got to let me know, blah 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 blah. Like I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes even just not even with that thought, but when I be talking to God though, I really be thinking I'm crazy.
What you mean?
I be thinking I'm dead ass like it's like you're dead ass talking to yourself. Like just look at the grand scheme of it. It's like
Yeah.
yes, I believe in a higher being, but I'm also sitting there like talking to myself.
nigga. I was gonna do that regardless.
Yeah, like in general, like I feel like everybody does
'Cause
that.
I
in
gotta
general.
discuss this with a real nigga. I gotta take it over with a real nigga first. Like,
And then like I don't be feeling so bad because once I start knowing that like, oh yeah, he's really listening
Yeah,
and the stuff start really happening from what I prayed for, then I'm like, oh okay.
yeah.
I ain't tripping no more. I'm gonna keep talking.
I don't know. I be feeling like I'm crazy.
I mean, hey.
maybe you are though.
Yeah,
Like,
you might be a little nut.
have you ever thought?
Isn't
about
that like signs of schizophrenia though when you talk to yourself?
Not necessarily. I think it's literally
When you hear voices and
Yeah.
stuff and
But you
like,
hear voices.
when it's not what you're asking. Like
Yeah.
if you are here, if you are talking to yourself like, okay, I need to go do this. I need to make sure I do this. Oh, how should I say this and that?
Yeah,
That
that's
is
not
different
bad.
from you being like, nah, motherfucking you, it's you. You the problem.
and you be like, hell no, bitch.
like in Philly when that dude was
That's
walking
crazy
and that
as
nigga
fuck.
was like,
That's schizophrenia.
he said he got more money than me. Nigga, who was there? who was
You
there?
remember that video of that crackhead? He was like, he was running up to that bed. He was like, I know you, man. You.
Oh yeah.
He was like, I'm sorry, man. I be hearing stuff, and he was like, and then he tried to hit him, and he was like, oh motherfucker. That's
I do remember
schizophrenia,
that.
like a motherfucker.
But I mean, it could come in mild cases. Like that could be the start of it. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I be like, I be in my head sometimes. I'm not saying I hear voices or nothing or anything like that, but I do get some responses. I do
You
get
hear
some.
him in the house.
They understand.
I do get some responses. I'm not gonna lie.
You do?
Yeah,
be
like
like-
I be thinking like in my head, it's like, all right, let's just take a trip to my head. So I'll be thinking like, all right, will this be like I'm shaking the 8 ball, like will this be successful? And I'm like, yes. Will this do this? And I'd be like, I don't know. Like it
Like you're responding to yourself.
yeah, but I feel like it's like the voice I think is mine in my head, because that's be the crazy thing. Like I kind of had like a conscious feeling with that at a moment, because I was like, is this the voice that I want for my head?
Well, shit, I feel like we all crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody's just perfectly normal. So I don't
You
know.
can't change the voice.
I can.
Oh, okay.
I change it when I'm reading.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I change
Like
the voice
how?
in my head when I'm reading.
It depends on the accent of the book.
Yeah. Like if I want something to be like a British vibe, I'll make it sound like somebody's from Britain or some shit like that. Or if I want somebody to have like a quirky voice, I would think of and read it as if somebody
I
has a
don't think
quirky
that's
voice.
bad though.
It got to be something tied to it.
I know it's probably a little crazy, but me saying that to you, that means I'm crazy. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
we're all crazy.
We're a little
The things we
mental.
do, I think, was crazy. I think
I'm
the
sane.
the things we do is kind of crazy.
You say you think you're sane?
I don't think you're. I don't think you're sane.
I'm saying.
You're a horror film fanatic and you talk to yourself. I don't think that's
That's not
signs.
sane.
That sounds signs of a killer.
Yes.
These are the early stages. All you need
We're
is them
functional.
fucking
We're functional for
yeah.
sure.
That is true. Speaking of that, speaking of having fake ideologies, I do think sometimes when I live a semi-peaceful life, I would say. I do think sometimes when I see a car roll past and it can be in the nicest fucking neighborhood. Let's say we're in the nicest parts, and I think like I'm in the fucking 90s movie.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Like who the fuck is them niggas,
I
man?
promise you,
You can be fishbowl, and I
And
can be
like,
like, who the fuck is them niggas?
I will mug the fuck out of them too.
You cannot ride slowly past. If you're gonna pass me, or if you're gonna like be in my area, you need to be
Man.
moving as if
Yeah.
I'm not there.
But what if they just looking for an address? Simple.
But that be
That's
me.
it.
I be so when
It's
I'm
a
looking for
fucking
an
Lyft
address,
driver.
I be aware like I look like I could be doing a drive by or I'm on some shit. That's why like if I'm Ubering and I'm in the hood, I ain't looking for no address slowly. I'm
Yeah.
like, motherfucker, I'm getting out right here and I'm going straight to that place and I'm getting right back. In
I ain't
my
gonna
car.
lie, I do slow ride when I'm looking for
You
like
got
when I'm
to
in the neighborhood.
though.
Not if I'm in the hood. If I'm in the hood, I'm not slow riding because then I feel like
So how you
Where
gonna
I
find
come
an
from,
address?
I use Google Maps for the
I
most
mean,
part. But
yeah,
I pull up as
but-
close as possible to where it say it's going to be at, and I pull right there. I turn my motherfucking blinkers on, and I get out the car and I go to the address. But like I'm not, because I don't like that either. I don't like, because I feel like you creeping up on me or you approaching or whatever, and it's like, nigga, get out the fucking car.
I don't be liking that shit.
It solves problems because niggas do look and like you said, we all got the feeling or we get the feeling of like, nigga, what you on? And so it's like it just diffuses all that. It's like I ain't on shit, nigga. I'm a regular little nigga just coming through this bitch trying to do what I do.
I don't fuck with that.
I-
Get to where you need to go.
Yeah. I'm real big on like I turned into a nigga that was in
I'm like, I'm
Chicago.
about to clutch this file on your ass.
And I don't even got one.
I don't even got.
I don't even own
I
one
be-
yet. I don't own one yet.
I'm
But the
putting
next
that
time you
bitch
walk,
up in you.
Okay, I'm knocking some heads off. Okay.
you think it's irresponsible that we're not gun toters yet?
I'm a gun toter.
Oh, you got a gun?
Yeah,
Since when you get a gun?
I've had one since I want to say June.
You're a fucking liar.
Yes, but I'm not about to admit that to these motherfuckers
You-
on
you
here.
never- I swear to God.
Try y'all.
When you got a gun? Let me see it.
Why the fuck would I bring a gun in the studio?
Because if you license, you got the
They gon-
license, right?
No,
you can't have a
can't
license
just
to
bring it
carry.
into every place. It's in the car.
I need to see it when we leave here. I want to see it.
Done tried y'all.
I want you to. We're gonna put an apple on Sharice's head, and I want to see how your aim is.
I will beat your motherfucking ass. Don't put no motherfucking apple on my motherfucking head.
Our last show we was introducing new topics or new things to y'all. Today we're gonna introduce to y'all a safe space. That's where we discuss things that normally don't get discussed, or it might be a sensitive topic to some people, and so it might be a little sensitive subject, so it don't normally get discussed, or we might just be looking at it in a different way. So we want y'all to bear with us. Mind you, it's a safe space, so what we are saying here isn't intended to hurt nobody or to cause any corruptions or I don't know.
Y'all niggas might disagree with this shit.
Yeah.
Man. Like this we giving you the real shit now.
Fuck it, to each.
Yup, to each.
So
Guess we both ain't shit.
so like earlier, what you was saying with the crackhead coming up to the dude and being like, this and that. Oh, I'm sorry, I be tripping sometimes. I hear shit, I see shit. I saw this post about like autistic people, and it was like this girl She was chilling and she was at a park and some autistic kid came up and started pulling at her hair. And she goes to like confront the mom and be like, yo, get your son together. Like, what the fuck? This and that. She pulls up to the mom and the mom is like, I'm so sorry. He's autistic, this and that. And it's like, bitch, let me hate him. Give me that opportunity to hate him. And not that I want to hate him because of that. I just want to hate him for being an asshole. And it's like, handicapped people can be assholes. And we just need to be okay with that.
Because this is my thing, so just to add on to that. Even with that, it's like, we are mean as fuck to homeless people. Let's make the playing field fucking even.
Wait, who is we?
As general society, not saying we as in us, but general society are mean as fuck to homeless people.
Cause do you know how fucked up it is when you see a homeless person like on the corner and you be like not trying to look at them, you be like, and they know you see them, and you be like,
bro,
he'll turn up the music, roll up the window, all types of shit. They see that.
I had the worst experience today with a homeless person. I pulled up. This nigga's outside on the freeway with a box and shit in the sign. And I pull up and I'm blasting men in the mirror. I pull up directly on the side of him. That's
sick.
In the mirror.
Are you serious?
And I'm just like this, and I'm trying to avoid eye contact and everything because I just know this is the worst. And he was like, hey, you know what time it is? What the fuck you asking me for the time? Where do you gotta be at?
Can you imagine pulling up to them playing Lotto Brokey?
That nigga heard that song. I just feel like he was like, you're supposed to give me some money right now.
I
ain't have no cash though. I feel horrible.
It is a lot of energy.
And we lie to them like crazy. They be like, hey, can I just get a little $1? I don't got no, I don't carry cash.
I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to homeless people and I'm down bad, I'm like, nigga, we both fucked up. You might be a little bit more fucked up than I am, but we both ain't shit.
It is what it is. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think just get back on topic. We need to allow room for disliking handicapped people, and not necessarily because of the handicap, but just because of the actions.
I think because we just feel sorry, and it's like it's nobody's fault. Like
it's nobody's fault.
It's nobody's fucking fault.
I didn't fucking shoot you.
Now it is somebody's fault unless you're doing like drugs, alcohol, shit like that. Yes, that in that regard is somebody's fault. But it's really essentially it's nobody's fault for me to feel bad because you're not as capable as functioning as the regular human being. But in spirit, if you have fucking personality, a lot of them be known. Like I look at it like a communication thing. It's just like we can't understand each other on a certain frequency. Let's put it like that.
That's fucked up.
Is that not PC to say?
No, I think that's actually good. I like that. That was a good way to explain it.
Thanks, dude. See, people like her always try to ruin shit.
I still
But
think it's fucked up.
we just can't understand. I think motherfuckers be knowing right from wrong, but I have this innate feeling that it's like, oh, I feel bad because you just don't
I'm
know.
like, you don't know.
You treat them. It's like this nigga's 68. I'm pretty sure somebody told him not to do this shit.
I don't feel that way about handicapped people.
Then they be like, he's stemming.
But just like the autistic people and stuff like that, I'll be like, oh,
They handicapped too.
No, is that called handicap still?
They
Autistic
fall up
people?
under, that's a.
I don't think so. It's
I don't
getting
think so.
normalized
I
now.
think-
No, even though it's normal, it's still
It's a disability.
and it just depends on the
But not
severity
handy.
as well. Because now you can be like handicapped because of it.
Okay.
I will say, like, because there are people who are severely autistic who aren't verbal, who can't speak or
Right.
who can't process certain things. So
And I feel bad for homeless people. I mean, not homeless. Fuck.
Autistic.
Handicapped people like that, like lose limbs out of freak accidents or some shit like that.
I
Like
don't.
those.
you already had it. You had it. I feel bad for the people who was born without that shit.
Yeah, if you were born
You
without
already
it,
had it. You know what it was to lose it. Like, nigga.
You should have not had diabetes. Like, what the fuck kind of nigga is you?
I'm not
nigga?
saying this. I'm not saying.
eating
I just
that
don't
shit.
feel bad. I feel like
and now you ain't
shit.
got no toes.
I feel like you had an opportunity to
Yeah.
have your shit, and you got to see what it was.
You
like.
had an opportunity to correct that shit and you didn't.
That's
And
no, like, let's say your shit, you get into a car accident, your shit get taken off. I'm not. That's not your fault. That's not nothing to laugh at. That is
Yeah,
very
of course.
horrific and very sad. But do I feel more sorry for you than somebody who was born without that motherfucker? No, I don't. Because at least you had a chance.
yeah, you had a chance. You had it before.
But also, like, and
Cherish
can
it.
we clap it up though on a real note of it? Like they do some like for you to be born without, you do some remarkable things. I think I seen some dude. He had he didn't have much. Like I think he had like 2 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
It was something over there. It was something over there.
But he had 2
fucked
fingers
up.
and shit, but he only could like use his mouth. He can only use his mouth for the fucking controller. But I think that's pretty dope. Like to find like it works
He's
for
so
you.
creative.
Yeah.
And listen, let me also say this. I'm not trying to make fun of handicapped people. That's not funny.
That's
This is
Like-
what God be like. All right, y'all niggas shit funny.
Literally. But I was going into Chipotle the other day. I feel like seeing handicapped people on social media versus seeing them in real life are 2 different interactions. That I don't know how to interact in public. I'm not gonna lie for the most part. I seen this dude and I was going into Chipotle and he had like nothing up under the waist.
What
Like
you mean?
it was just
His stomach.
Oh.
It was just stomach. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
it was no legs or nothing. It was, but he had arms, and I was confused on like, do I open up the door? Do I just let him do his thing, or
Yeah.
you know? But it was also just the seeing him, and it was like, I don't.
That is some scary
That nigga
shit.
looking like,
when them
You got some chocolate.
I hate y'all.
But it was like. I was like, look at how the world has evolved, because they used to throw them away.
You are sick.
They used to
no
kill
real
them and
shit. Real
I ain't
shit.
gonna
like-
lie. Do y'all ever get like this is my problem with handicapped people sometimes.
So you
Like,
got an active beef with them?
sometimes. Like I don't like have like a handicapped person ever been in your way? You try to
This is like, oh my God, get out the fucking.
Move that fucking hoe around, Susan.
I be
Yeah.
not wanting to say. I don't be know what to say, and I feel even worse if I just get around them.
But
like,
that's what I
I'm
mean,
hot.
because you can't even get upset with certain things, and it's like, motherfucker.
yes, I be pissed. Cause I'm
Somebody's-
like, you know, you going slow. I'm sorry, but you know you going slow. That
Crank
bitch got a
bitch up.
speed
Yeah,
level on there.
they do got the speed meter on that
And
bitch.
y'all be acting like y'all like slow. Y'all know what the
Yeah.
fuck going on.
My brother was handicapped, and that nigga got on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga got on my nerves. I love him, but that shit be stressful, and I feel like that just be the reality of it.
I was scared. Like, one of my cousins, like when I was first introduced to it, and I guess they don't be knowing their strength. So I'm young as fuck. Like
That's
I
strong
had
as
to
hell.
be 8, and I'm at the boxing gym with my grandfather, and he was like, "This your cousin?" I was scared as fuck. Like seeing it, he drooling, shit like that. I was like, that shit was kind of freaking me out a little bit. And I went to go shake his hand. And the nigga was crushing the shit out of my hand. Like, I was
strong
like,
as hell.
what the fuck? Let go. And I was so scared. Like, I never, like, for a minute, it was, don't put me around him.
They are
Yeah, like, I was scared.
They are. I don't know what it is, but they have some type of strength that is crazy.
It's that medicine. My
Yeah.
brother used to be beating the fuck out of us. I'm for real. Like, y'all think I'm playing? This nigga used to pick up bottles and shit and hit us. Like,
That's
nigga, I
fucked
got
up.
hit in my head with a wide bottle. That nigga did not
Damn.
play.
Shout out to all the autistic people.
Shout
in
out
the
to,
world,
but
man.
no, but in
I fuck with
hindsight,
y'all
somebody's
for
frowning their nose. This is
Yeah.
where they
Oh, it's gonna be some canceling going on.
this is where they depart when this one.
We showed our true
This
colors
isn't
on
to
this
make-
episode.
Fun of handicapped people or anything, but I mean, shit, it's a safe space.
Yeah.
But y'all be thinking this shit.
Yeah, and I think
be
that's what it really be about. Like, I think it's sometimes as long as you don't act on it, like, don't be
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'm
mean? Because
still
they are,
respectful.
and a lot of times sweet. Like, they're very
They
sweet.
be
Like,
talking
very
shit
kind.
about us.
I know they do. I know they do. Yeah.
They get.
Like,
Just give me my money.
just give me my money.
Them niggas get together and they be like y'all ever seen Drawn Together where like the handicapped people, they came on the bus and shit and they was like, they made a bet if they could sleep with one of the I think able-bodied people, they was like,
I got one more handicap story. When I was working at a disclosed location, every Wednesday or every like Thursday, something like that, like the disability place used to bring all the people like just to buy stuff. So they used to just run rapid through the store. So I'm the cashier and I'm literally the only one up there. the lady who was like not handling them, but who was
Not you saying, oh, you're the handler.
who was watching over them,
Handicap handler.
just wasn't watching over them. So they were just coming to my like cashier, like with their stuff. They didn't have enough money. It was a lot of stuff going on. Like he just like slammed it on there. It was like, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, okay, you got this much. He was like, he just kept yelling, like, I was like, it really will fuck you up.
It's kind of it does get kind of like really aggressive.
It's
like
scary.
not like unknowingly. Like I feel like in that regard, like unknowingly, it's
I thought
aggressive.
he was gonna beat my ass.
Sometimes I'll let my whole leg go to sleep or something to see if I would be able to fight paralysis or this shit. And so, like, my whole leg would be asleep, and I'd be like, move, and it won't.
You're sick.
And I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Oh no!
And it's just to see if I could get the shit to move, and it's like, that
Hell
shit
no.
do not work. If
Damn.
you don't got no nerves or you ain't got that connection, that shit is slow.
Damn, I fucked
But
up.
shout out to all of the handicapped people, man. Wherever you are in this world, if you are a listener, shout out to you. Shout out to you being a good sport, because we're not serious. To a certain degree.
We fuck with y'all.
Yeah,
for
we
real.
fuck with y'all. You know what I mean? And like I said, they're sweet people. And I think that they, this is sweet people. Like they wanted like they're fun.
They're fun.
They're
They're
fun.
actually cool as fuck.
Yeah. I think it's like one of those things is like I don't like when people treat them like animals though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
don't
hate
be
that.
fucking with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Or using for like TikTok. Like TikTok
Oh, they
purposes.
use that all the
You know,
time.
Yeah.
on
I
TikTok.
hate that. Don't put your disabled fucking kid in the camera. Set them up in they bed and shit, and you like, yeah, they like this.
Cause y'all
Yeah.
wrong as fuck for that. Give me my money. Y'all
Yeah.
wrong as hell.
That was funny as fuck. You gotta watch it. You
You
gotta
have to
see it.
watch
You,
it.
you- bro, I died laughing seeing that shit. But
I feel like, because I do got like some dark humor and shit, but I feel like certain things is okay to joke about to
Yeah.
an extent.
Yeah.
Don't be mean with shit, and then don't I don't know. I just don't use anybody's disability or anything as an attack on them. I guess.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. It's about that time where we leave you a positive message to get through the week. Vince, what is your positive message to get through the week?
I would say sometimes you are your parents' kid. I would say keep that in mind. Sometimes you gotta like, I know sometimes our parents come down on us, but sometimes you gotta remind them of who they was when they was your age. My mother was trying to lecture us today on the phone, and she said something like, the kids back in my day when we was kids, we had respect, we did this, and that's just not how it is anymore. And I said, Mom, wasn't you in juvie? Like, didn't you have grandma put you in juvie multiple times? Wasn't you like running away and shit and doing crazy shit?
I remind Keisha of her moments.
Yeah, and so sometimes it's your job to humble your parent and, like, I don't know, parent them and just let them know, like, sweetie, you got to sit this one out.
Yeah.
My parents is hard headed.
I'd be like, Mom, wasn't you the same person asking a 5-year-old me for $100? That I said, nah.
Cut it out. Cut it
I'm joking.
I'm
She's gonna
just
listen.
joking.
She's gonna listen to this. What about you, Reese?
Be respectful. Be nice.
Be
show
mindful.
love. It don't cost shit to show a nigga love. So show everybody love, man.
My positive message to get through the week. It's okay to be boring. Okay, you don't got to be the most eccentric person. You don't got to be the most interesting person. It's okay to be boring. Boring is fun. Boring gets you out of trouble. And yeah, with that being said, I'm Nas.
I'm Vince.
I'm Reed.
Thank you for being awkward with us. See you next week.
See you next week.